We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready for the playoffs. Indiana Fever destroy the Minnesota Lynx in the final regular season game of the year. This is what I like to see. I know Nafisa Collier didn't play. I know they weren't at 100%, no Dejanay, but when you got a wounded dog, you put his ass down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification. Indiana Fevers handle business today. Handle business today as I wanted to see. We need all the momentum we can get going into the playoffs. It looks like we might be facing the Atlanta Dream. There's a chance we might bump into the Las Vegas Aces. We don't know. We don't know. But we need to be ready for whoever is at the plate. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. This was a step in the right direction to get ready for playoff battle. We came out early and handled business from the beginning. That is what I like to see. That is what I like to see. Indiana Fever defensively look pretty solid. Not mad about that. Aaliyah Boston looked good early in the game. KELSEY Mitchell looked good early in the game. What I liked about this performance is I like the fact that everybody was involved. Everybody played their role in this game. We had 4 out of the 5 starters in double figures. 4 out of 5 starters in double figures. This was a game where when their best player isn't playing, you're supposed to make it look like their best player isn't playing. And we finally did that. We handled them today. We handled them. Flat out handled them. I mean, Aaliyah Boston established herself. 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't have to do much late. We was in control of this game from start to finish. We won by 11, but this was a bigger margin than that. And I have to give this team kudos because they did not rest on their laurels and say, hey, we made the playoffs, that's good enough. No, we needed to go out and beat the Minnesota Lynx. They beat us back-to-back games a couple weeks ago. You got to have pride. You can't let somebody beat you 3 times in a row. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So I'm happy that the team showed up and did what they had to do. KELSEY Mitchell, KELSEY first team Mitchell, first team all WNBA. That is what she should be. 7 of 10 from the floor, 18 points, 4 of 5 from 3. She had 9 in the first half, then had 9 in the third quarter. Didn't even need to she got to untie her sneakers and take them off for the fourth quarter. Take the sneakers off for the fourth quarter, man. That is what we like to see. Shot 70% from the field. That's what we like. 80% from 3. We need KELSEY Pistol rolling for the playoffs. That is what we need. Natasha Howard, you did have a couple turnovers. I think I saw you bring the ball up once or twice. We need to stop that. But at this point, it's been a whole season of us telling you to stop it, and you haven't. So clearly, you're just going to do what the hell you wanted to do. 10 points, 7 rebounds. And I'm going to be honest, Jessica Shepard got the best of you again. She got the best of you again. 8 of 10 from the floor, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Natasha Howard, you did not win your matchup. I am very, very, very concerned with Natasha Howard at the 4 spot going into the playoffs. You got to understand. You have to understand, Natasha Howard is either going to be responsible for dealing with big, strong Bree Jones or dealing with Asia Wilson in the playoffs. I'm not confident or comfortable with either one of those scenarios. Natasha Howard is likely to get destroyed in the playoffs, and she'll probably be one of the main reasons we don't win a game and don't win a series. I am highly concerned about Natasha Howard. But if Aaliyah Boston steps up and plays the way that she played early in the game, if she plays the way when she had 27-9, 22-11, if Aaliyah Boston is at her best, we can compete. I don't know if we can beat these teams in the playoffs, but we can compete. This was a good win versus the Minnesota Lynx. This was a good win. I don't care if Nafisa Collier, that's the best team in the league. They was winning games without Nafisa Collier when she sat out for 3 weeks. They were still winning games. You don't get a record like they have based on one player, all right? You don't. You just don't. We did a good job on Courtney Williams today, one half of the stud butts. We did a good job on her. 4 of 13 from the floor. 8 points was a -14. We did a really good job on Courtney Williams. We did our thing. We did well with Natisha Heidemann too. She got off to a good start, but we got her under control defensively. That is going to be the key for the end of Indiana Fever. We're not going to win shootouts with people because we don't have the weaponry. We don't have the weaponry to win shootouts. So holding the Minnesota Lynx to 72 points, that is what we are going to have to do to teams going forward if we want to compete and continue to extend this season. It has to be done on the defensive end. We don't have a choice. We really don't. We don't have Caitlin Clark to go put up 30 and 10 along with KELSEY and AB. We don't have Sophie Cunningham to go light it up from 3. We don't have these things. We can't depend on Dantas to make threes in the playoffs like that. We just can't. Speaking of Dantas, you had a good game today. You definitely had a good game. 17 minutes, 10.6 rebounds. You hit 2 threes, shot 50% from the floor. This was a good game for Dantas. You look solid out there. And I've been saying, and I'll say it again, Aerial Powers, I'm rolling. She hit 2 big back-to-back threes early in the game while it was still competitive. Aerial Powers, I'm rolling, man. She played 20 minutes, 8 points. I'm rolling with Aerial Powers. We are going to need a better play out of Odyssey Sims. She did have 15 points, but she was 6 of 14 from the floor. We're going to need better play out of Odyssey Sims. She only had 1 assist. In the playoffs, that's not going to cut it. In the playoffs, that is not going to cut it. We need a consistent third person to show up to the party. We need a consistent third person. And I don't trust Natasha Howard. I think that consistent third person needs to be Odyssey Sims. She got the ball in her hands a lot. Stephanie White clearly is giving a bunch of leeway to her to take shots, to be aggressive, to do her thing. I wish Caitlin Clark would have got that leeway. I wish you let Caitlin Clark do her thing as much as you're willing to let Odyssey Sims do hers, but I guess that's a conversation for another day. Odyssey Sims is going to have to be that third scorer for us to compete in the playoffs. And if she don't bring it, we won't win a game. I'm telling you that right now. We held the Minnesota Lynx to 2 of 20 from 3. That is the defensive effort we need. 2 of 20 from 3. They couldn't throw a rock in the ocean today. They couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. We was 9 of 19. We're going to have to guard people and make threes if we want to continue to advance this season. Michaela Timpson only playing 2 minutes. I've thrown in the towel. Stephanie White to bonehead. We already know what time it is. Michaela Timpson will not see the floor in the playoffs. She just won't, man. Bree Turner got 12 minutes, but Michaela Timpson can't get on the floor. Bree Turner, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 12 minutes. Was not horrible. She was a +5. Wasn't horrible. 6 Lexi Halls out there, 4 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, +9. Lexi Halls everywhere. Utility player. You can't go wrong with it. The Indiana Fever handled business today versus the Minnesota Lynx and build that momentum going into the playoffs. Now it's time to sit back and see who we will get in the first round. Great win for the Indiana Fever. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think about this game. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.